Very good afternoon to all. Myself, Dr. Anand Kumar, convener of this workshop on best practices of ICT tools in teaching and learning. I welcome to all participants on behalf of Department of Computer and Information Sciences, Jagat Guru Ram Bhattacharya Divyang University, Chitrapur. I welcome today's speaker, Dr. Deepika Kohli from Khalsa College of Education, Amritsar, Punjab. I welcome to you, man. Dr. Deepika Kohli has published a number of papers in national and international reported journals and also published number of chapters in national and international books. He has also attended and delivered number of lectures in conferences, seminar and workshops at national and international level. Now I invite to Dr. Deepika Kohli to take hand-on session on Testmoz and Google site. Ma'am, please.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, everyone. A beautiful afternoon to all. So, thanks, organizer, to providing me this opportunity to interact with everyone. So, before going into the hands-on on Testmoz and the Google site, I just want to discuss something like why do we need these tools? So, as we all know, we are going through pandemic period, and it's basically a challenging period. So being a teacher, we have to face various kind of challenges, like how to share the content material to our students, how to collaborate with them, and how to provide them various kind of facilities. So it's not very easy to reach out to the masses because we are not very much trained, because there are lots of tools available which we can use free of cost, but still training requires. So because during this pandemic period there is a need of emergency remote teaching. So for the purpose of conducting and holding this emergency remote teaching, we need some kind of tools which we can use easily, so that we can comfortably share our material, we can assess our student, we can evaluate them, we can hold quiz, we can collaborate with them, and we can provide various kind of facilities and support to our students. Because whenever this pandemic will be whenever we will be on a back on a normal situation, the students, they will not remember what you have shared with them, but definitely they will remember at that time of period who cared for them, and what resources we shared to them, and what type of collaborations or what type of facilities and support system we are providing to them. Because in this pandemic period we have to take into consideration their grievances also, because physical distancing is there, but no doubt with the help of various technological tools we are regularly in touch with our learners or students. But still we need some kind of tools so that we can effectively deal with our learners. So today I'll focusing on some of the tools. I think you might have know about, there are various tools like Google tools. We have Google Docs, Google Site, Google Classroom, Google Slides are there. We have various kind of tool, Moodle is there. But today I'll put focus only on Testmoz and Google sites. So now I'm going to share the screen. So whenever we talk about that, we have to assess our learner in during this pandemic period, the one of the biggest challenge is that how to assess the learners, and what could be the various medias and the modes with which by which we can assess our learners. So assessing learner is not very difficult during online pedagogy, because there are plenty of tool available by which we can assess our learner. So Testmoz is very handy and convenient tool. We can use it easily, because whenever we talk about Testmoz, it's basically to help you to create the test for your classroom, business or the organizations. So basically today I'll focus on the Testmoz, which is freely available for everyone. No doubt in the free version there are certain restrictions, but still we can hold a quiz, we can hold a test for our learner, we can online assess our learner. And moreover, when we talk about Testmoz, it help us to generate a full record sheet, So with the help of Testmoz, we can assess a student, and side by side we it also help us to create a worksheet, a grade sheet. So now you can have a look over the this interface. This is basically a interface of Testmoz. I hope everybody is going through everybody is able to see my screen. So this is basically a Testmoz interface. This is a home. These are some of the features. So I'll go on hands-on training after I'll show you this interface. So you can have a look over this. So when I click on the home page, it is just a first page of Testmoz. So you can have a look over it, that it easily create test for your classes, business or organization. So it distribute your test online and get the result instantly. So what happened when we use Testmoz, it help to get the results easily, and we can grade also. There are certain features which is related to Testmoz. These are some of the features, but remember, no doubt we can create a different kind of question, different type of questions here, but still if we want more features, we have to go for a paid version. So today I'll focusing only on the free version. I'm not going to focus on paid version. So in free version there are certain restrictions, like you are not able to access everything freely. So these are some features, like we can hold a quiz, we can add graded question type, we can add some ungraded survey question type, but these are for premium users, these are not for free users. Question bank, we can hold a pools also, we can insert from other tests, we can also managing the question very easily with the help of Testmoz. We can also upload the image, we can also provide embedded video links, but for that again there are certain features which are freely available, but for these image and videos some we have to pay premium for that. There then math symbol support is there, file uploading option is there, explanation, if you want to give explanation to any question, then it is also possible with the help of Testmoz. If the student got the wrong answer, if you want that they can get the explanation, right explanation, you can also provide to them. So this is basically a student interface, how they'll get that test when you publish that test. So these are the features which are for students, like it's a mobile and desktop friendly, so you can use it on desktop as well as on mobile phones. It is having a professional look, it requires a low bandwidth, but no doubt it requires some internet connectivity to publish your test also. No registration for test taker, you just have to provide the link to the students to connect to the test, they don't need any kind of registration. So if we talk about reporting, you will have a look over here, it provides a summary, I'll show you later on when I'll start with the hands on. You can export all the test reports in a CSV form, and it's easily searchable by the student. So this is it's like a grade sheet you will get after receiving the responses. Now you have to take into consideration at one test we can add approximately 50 questions, and responses we can get is approximately 100. If a student attempting the quiz is 150, but in a free version you can only receive the responses of 100 students, you will not get or you will not be able to see the responses of 150 students because you are using free version or a free version. So in a free version there are two it supported two features, like you can add 50 question in a one test, and you can receive responses up to the 100 participants only. So here are also provision of manual score adjustments. You can also review individual responses in detail, and this is very nice feature, like you come to know about that whenever student get any attempted any wrong question, you will come to know about that because it's a comprehensive grade sheet. So we can also manage our quiz, so it is again a very important feature, like we can manage our quiz. There are option of settings, then if you want to schedule your quiz, if you want to schedule for a particular period of time, and moreover you can also set the limits. I mean to say that restrictions, like student can opt only for one time or they can appear for more than one time. So there are also provisions of scheduling the test as well as the limits for how many attempts they can make. So this is basically, these are some of the features of Testmoz. So I'm not going for pricing because here we are discussing and talking about free version. These are some of the frequently asked questions. We will go through these questions later on. And now you can have a look over it, log in and sign up. You don't need to log in. You don't need to sign up, because if you want to log in or sign up, it will ask you to subscribe or pay some amount. I'll show you how. For example, I want to log in or sign up, because login and sign up is only if you want to have some additional benefits, if you want to have some additional features of Testamos, if you want to buy some more features. So this is a window, like it's a login or sign up. You can have a look over this. If you want to become a Testamos member, you will have to pay $50 per year. So this is basically for if you want to unlock the features of Testamos. It means you want more features. So I'm not going to suggest this, because online we have other different tools also, like Kahoot. We are having, we can also organize tests with the help of Google Forms. We can also have a assessment with the help of Moodle platform. So number of tools are available. So I'm not it's upon you, it's upon a teacher and the institutions and the organization, that whether they want to pay for it or not. Now I am going to discuss about the free version. Like now we are going to build a test, that how we can build a test. You have to click over here, build a test. First of all, I have to give the name to test. So why this pop-up window is there? Because I am already using it. For example, I have to create a test on educational technology. So I'll write the text name. Now, choosing a password. So it is very much important to choose a password, but it is advisable that you must write the password, because once you once it is skipped from you or you missed that, it will not be able to recover the password. So test mode free version never retrieves your password. So let's say I'll use the password, simple password. So we have to retype the password, and I'm going to create a test. Now, before creating a test, just have a look over the limitations, because now we are using the free version. So there are certain limitations, like you can build a test for free on Testmoz only. You can add 50 questions per set. So I have already told you that you can add only 50 questions, and you can have only 100 responses per test, because there is a restriction. What happens if more than 100 people take it? You will not get the responses. You will get the responses only up to 100 responses. Then if you want to sign up again, you have to sign up for removing these limitations. For that, we have to pay some amount. Now there are two warnings, so you have to take into consideration the warnings also, like don't forget your password, because you cannot recover it, because Testamos it doesn't support to retrieve our password. And don't forget your test URL. And URL is here. I think you know about this. This is basically our URL, which we have to share while publishing our test also. Now I'm going to click on creating test. So now we are going to create test. So after creating test option, we will have window like this. So this is a dashboard. So we are on a dashboard. So I created test named as educational technology. So this is a, it's like a this is a control panel. Like you have to make certain adjustments. You have to make your settings. Like if you want to add some question, you can you have to adjust the setting accordingly. If you want to publish your test like publicly or with embedded link, or just your student can view it, you have to make certain adjustment. So these are settings. So we will do now the settings of this Testamos, this quiz questions. We can add the question. This is a publish. Whenever we have to publish, we will click over here, and the results after conducting the test, we can have a look over the results. Now I'm going to construct a test. I'll click on adjust settings. So now this is a next window. You can have a look over. These are the basic settings. So before framing questions, it is very much important that you have to set some settings. You have to make certain settings, like for example introduction, because my test name is educational technology. So I'll write here introduction. This is a test for BSc BA semester 3. So it's not necessary that you have to write, like you can write according to your need and demand. Sem 3, right? Now if you want to change the settings, you can bold it, you can make it italic if you want to underline it. Now these are some of the symbols which you task subscript. You can also add mathematical equations here uh, in Testmoz quiz. So if you want to make it with bold, so this way we can have a setting. So this is basically a introduction panel. This is a test for BA, BSc, BA, SEM 3. Now if you want to change that, you have to explore all these options. Once you will get into it, you will kindly try to explore all the links. So you can insert a link over here if you want to insert. If you want to insert an indent, you can change the order. You can give the order list also. You can embed it the video also. Like these are some of the mathematical symbols. If you want to insert one image, you can, you just have to give here the URL. You can add image also. If you want to clear the formatting, you can use this eraser by clear formatting. So this way you can add some links also. Now color scheme, if you want to change the color scheme, like if I want to choose this color, I'll have to click over here, or it's upon us. So next is choose the language for the Testmoz student interface. So there are English, French, German, Hindi, and Spanish. So these are the default languages which is there in Testmoz. So this language is basically used when we are displaying Testmoz specific words like start the test, points, correct, incorrect to your students. So if your language isn't listed, you can still write your question in any language you want. Now the question settings. So if you want that your question appear in only one page, you just have to click over here. So what will happen, all the question will appear on one page. And if you want to use one page for one question, you will have to click here. But because Testmoz has already recommended to the new user that you should click over here, so show all the test question on one page, so it is recommended and suggested that you should use this option. I'll click on show one question per page. So then also you will have to set some settings like navigation setting, allow the student to jump around to different question in the test, because you want to allow the student to jump to the different questions, or only allow the student to move forward after answering a question. So in this case, what will happen, then student will miss the questions. So we should not click on it. We should click on it that because if we are taking test, we should allow the student to attempt all the questions, otherwise they skip the question. Now after each question is answered, what do you want, that indicate if the student responses were correct or incorrect, display the correct answer, show the explanation also if there is one, then you have to give explanation also. Don't show anything, it's upon you. You want to, you can choose any option. I think we should also provide this facility that student can check their answer correct or incorrect. But I'm not going to choose this because some of you are new users. So I'll click over here, show all the questions on one page. Now do you want to randomize the order of the question during the test? If you want to shuffle the test, because at a particular time period 20, 50, or 100 students are attempting the quiz, if you want that there should not be a cheating element on telephony or any other media, you can randomize the order of the question during the test. So I'll suggest to click over here, it's upon you. Now reviewing setting, it is again very important. Then whenever student will submit or attempt the quiz, what type of text they will receive from you. So you will write, you have submitted the test successfully. Have a good day. You can write anything. Stay safe. Stay home. So after attempting the quiz, after completed the quiz or submitting the quiz by the test taker, here test taker is your participant or a student, they will receive this text message like, you have submitted the test successfully, have a good day, stay safe and stay home. Now show a custom message if the student passed or failed. Again, it's upon a teacher whether you want to show a message. Like for example, if you set a criteria like 70% student, if a student get 70% mark, then you will consider him or her as pass. If they got marks below 70%, you will consider them as a fail. So if you want to set any criteria, and if you want to show us some message if student passed or failed, you have to click over here. So whenever I click over here, like show a custom message if the student passed or failed, then I have to provide this person passing score also. For example, I'll say 50%. If the student will get 50% marks, that will be considered as a pass, and below that, that will be considered as a failed. Now, for pass student, or what type of pass message you want to provide to the students, for example, I'll write, congratulations. Congratulations, well done. Well done. Right? You don't need to write that you are pass or fail, because this message depicts that student got sufficient marks according to the criteria you have set for. So congratulations, well done. If student got less than 50% fail message, we can write like this, better, or work hard. We can write like this, that work hard. Or we can also say, oops, better, try next time. So, but we should be very specific while creating these messages, because it can motivate the student and it can demotivate the student. So work hard is better option, so I'll use that one. Now if you want to change the this its font, you can also change it with the help of these features. So features are also available there. Now this is a failure message. You can again change the font, you can make it bold, you can change the size like this. Now the next is, at the end of the test, display the user, basically here mean your students. Now do you want to display the scores, or you don't want to display to the scores to the student? If you want that, you will reveal the scores later on after assessing everything, then you don't need to put tick here. But I think because it's a online assessments, we provide this facility to the student that they can have a look over their scores after completing the test. So I'll tick over it. At the end of the test, display the user scores, then test outline, indicate if their responses are correct or incorrect. So this is basically for students. They will easily refer to that whether their response are correct or incorrect. You want to display the correct answer, you want to display the explanation. So for that purpose, you have to provide the explanation of the correct answer. Now these are the some general setting. This is assess control, like who can take your test, whether you want to make your test public, or you want this test to be submitted by a particular group of students. So then you have to click over anyone who enters the passcode of my choose, which passcode, whichever whatever password I'm going to choose here. So for example, uh, if I want to provide a unique identifier, I'll not get it because it is for a paid version. So I don't have the access to it. Anyone who enters an email address, again, it is restricted. Now whenever this pop-up window will be there, it means it is a restricted area. If you want to have additional features, you need this, you have to pay for this. Now I'll click over this. Anyone who enters the passcode. For that, I have to provide the passcode also, right? For example, I'll again write 12345 this passcode. So whenever I'll send URL, I have to provide this passcode also to the student to enter into the test. Now, on this side, how much time do test taker have to complete the test? For example, you want to open it for unlimited minutes or 30 minutes or 1 hour, like 30 minutes. I'll click on 30 minutes. So we are just discussing about the setting option. Now, how many times can someone take your test? Unlimited or one or two? So I'll click on one because we should allow the student only once if we want to compare the student performance. If it's a general quiz or general test, or if it's a diagnostic test, or you can say it's like a just you want to assess uh, before learning, you can make it unlimited also, so they can improve upon it. If you are taking as for a summative assessment, then you have to click over one times. Now what should test taker enter to identify themselves? I think name and roll number is enough. They can enter their enter your name and or roll number. So roll number which is provided by the college or school, whatever the institution may be. Also, if you are providing the ID or a particular email ID or particular ID to the student, then they can enter student ID also. Now, these are some of the browser functionality, like disable right click context menu, disable copy paste, disable translate, disable autocomplete, disable spell check, disable printing. So these are additional feature which you can only get if you go for paid version. So we are not going to go for this. Now notification. Again, notification, it is only for paid version. If you want, if somebody finishes the test, you want that do you want to receive an email so that you can come to know about who has submitted the test and you can check over it, but it is again a paid version, so we cannot click over it. We can click on no. So these are some of the setting. Now we have to save this. I'm going to save it. Before saving this, kindly go through once again. So this is these are basic settings like test name, introduction. You can you can choose a scheme. These are question settings, review settings, pass and fail message you can provide. What this test display after completing the test. This is a assess control. Now you have to remember this passcode 12345. Whenever we have to publish the test, we should remember. Moreover, we should remember the password which we created early. Now I'll click on the save button. So all the setting will be saved. Now I have to enter some questions. For example, I have set all the requisite settings. Now I'll enter the question like multiple choice. So I want to add some questions. So I can directly type here, or I can take the help of some other my already constructed test. So I'm using it because I don't want to take much time, because we have to discuss another app also. So the question is, the use of technology to enhance learning process is called dash in education. I have to give these options. So this way we can add multiple choice. We can make it multiple choice. these are, this is a, so just have a look over it. Now I have to click on the right answer also. So the use of technology to enhance learning process is called dash in education, information and technology, information and communication technology. So this is the right answer. I have to click over it. And if I want to change the setting, so I can change. So how many marks you want to provide? Like I'll providing 5 marks. So it is a multiple choice. Choose one only. So student have to pick only one option. This is a correct. So I have to click over the this button. Click to add a new answer choice. If you want to add some answer choice, you can add. Like for example, if you think that your student can go beyond these answers, you can add over it. But I will not suggest in multiple choice. We will restrict to these options. So this way you have set your question. Next question, like insert, I have to add true and false. For example, I'll write technology is useful for teaching learning process. True, right? So the answer is true. So this way I'll set. So if you want to change the setting, this is a window. You can set accordingly. We have already discussed it. I'll again provide 5 marks. Another question. So I'm not going to add another questions because I want to go to Google sites also. So I'll just provide you the information. So these are some graded question like multiple choice. You can choose one. Multiple choice, you choose many. True, false, matching, fill in the blank, and essay. So you can also create essay type questions. So I want to share this link to you so that I can get the answers. So the other type of question we cannot assess these survey ungraded question, multiple choice, multiple, because these are basically supported by a paid version. I'll click over it. So it is not supporting because it's saying that you have to pay for it. So I'm not suggesting you. So it's upon you, it's upon the requirements, upon your requirement. Do you want to go for paid version? So I think these are sufficient for you. You should go for, because what you can do, you can use different tools for it. You can use another tools, like there are certain other tools also which are available for this, like now, other text block, questioning pool, question from another test. If you want to have a test from another, you can have a look over it. But again, these are paid. So you can use only these graded questions, not go beyond that. So this way we can create our test. So our questions are ready. I'll create only 2 questions. Now we have to click over this save button. This is a save. I'm going to save. So there is one window that, don't worry about saving. This page is auto save. So Testmoz saved itself, but you have to remember this URL. Okay. Now I want to publish this test. I'll click over the publish button. So this is a publish educational technology. If you want to, you can preview your test, but attention, this test is not yet published. You can take it, but your result will not be recorded. This warning box will disappear after you publish. So because we have not published yet, so it is giving us some warning. So ready to publish, you have to taken into consideration some important things, like I am going to publish it. Just have a look over it. If you want to print out of the test, you can view or print or your browser, you can download as the Word document. So you can click over here, view, print and download. But because we should save a paper, because the Go Green campaign is going on, so we should not waste the paper. We can have a record on our desktop or on our drive. I'm going to publish it. Now the test has been published. This is your test is published and available at. So student need this to attempt the paper. So I am going to put it in the chat box if you are able to attempt it or not. If possible, kindly attempt this quiz. Now there are different options like this allows student to take the test if you want to make the test open, if you want to take the test schedule, like you want to schedule the test for choose a particular date, but it's not supported in a free version again because you have to pay for it. Scheduling is not possible. You want to close it. This will prevent anyone from taking the test again. You cannot do this because it prevent us because it's a paid version for a paid version. So current status is open, right? So I have published the test already. You can attempt this test and you will get the answer. So first of all, I'll try to attempt this. So I can show you the result window. So I'll have to go to here. I'll get the test here. Like now, because I set this option that whenever student have to attempt the question paper, he has to write the roll number, like or name, passcode. I have already provided you. Start. So 12345 was the passcode. So this is the panel, like you can have a look over it. Student would will get like this educational technology. This is a test for BSc, BH, SEM third. As you are providing the instructions, the use of I am going to click on the correct answer and secondly false. I intentionally doing it wrong because you will get to know how it's going to evaluate. I'm going to submit it. So now, because we have clicked on one option that after uh, submitting the test, student will get this. Like if they scored above 50% marks, this window, this message will be there. Congratulations, well done, right? If it will be less than 50, there will be another message like work hard. So you can have a look over here. This is a correct answer, it's a incorrect, and we have also set this option that student will be able to review their answer. Now I am going to show you results, so you can have a look over it. These are the results. I mean, one person has already attempted this quiz, like Amitabh Bachchan. I don't know Amitabh Bachchan Sarji. So this is, I have attempted this question. So you can have a look over it. So average score, it's between 50% to 100%, but the average score of the class is 75%. Average time taken was the 19 second. Responses were 2, and this is a histogram, right? You can have a look over it. Now, this is, you can you can have a look over the timings, start on and finished on, how much time student did take, uh, uh, 40 second and 25 second, like 100% correct and 50%, which like this question I have attempted wrong. So this will show you a clear picture of everything. So it's like a grade sheet. Then you can download it, you can export to CSV, so you can copy to clipboard also. Now I'll show you one test which I conduct for my students. So this is a practice quiz. So approximately 20 students attempted this quiz. So these are the scores. So this, like this, you can get the responses. So the one of the most beautiful feature is, like for example, this Amanpreet Kaur, she has attempted the test and she did first four question attempted first four question correctly and other wrong. So this provide item wise analysis, like question wise analysis is there. So you can say that student wise as well as question wise analysis is there in this grade sheet. So it will help you to know the score in percentages also. You don't need to calculate separately, it will also calculate this percentage for you, and everything is there. So I hope the free version of Testmoz is clear to you. So now I'm going to go to next, that is Google Sites. So just have a look over the screen. So if we have to, we have two options to go to Google site. Now, what is the major function of Google site? I think you all want to create your websites. Like earlier, what happened, whenever we have to create our website, we have to pay something, we have to pay some amount to the software developers. Now, Google has made it easy for everyone, right? So, Google site is basically a website building platform where you can build your website freely, free of cost. But whenever you will create your Google site, that will provide a domain of Google, right? So if you want to have a different domain name, then you have to pay for it. But we will suggest that, being a teacher, we just need to contact to our student, or we need to collaborate with our student, we have to provide some material to our student. So what we can do, we can only go for this free version, and most of the cases the Google site is free. So, and the one question, whatever you will be uploading on this website, like with some images, some links, that automatically will save in your Google Drive. I think you know about the Google Drive. So there are two ways to open the Google site. One way is directly go to this search engine. We are not going to discuss about Google site for business or for G Suite account. We are going to go here, Google site sign in, right? So we can click over here. So directly we will move to Google sites. But I also want to show you another way. For example, if you are a user of Gmail account, if you are using Gmail, then you just have to click on these 9 points. After that, these are some of the free tools which are provided by Google. So I'll click on Drive. So Drive provide different features, different tools. Like now I want to go to Google site. I have to click on this new button. So this is a Google Sheets, Google Docs, Google Slide, but I need Google Sites. So you can have a look over it. These are Google Forms, Google Drawings, Google Map Up, Google Site. I'm going to click on Google Site. So we can go to Google Site with the help of two ways, because whenever we are using My Drive, everything is automatically saved under it. So if you are going through this Google site, then again you need email address, because whenever you use Gmail account, Drive 15 GB Drive is free for you. I think everybody know about this. Whatever you are doing on Gmail, with the help of Gmail, the Google Drive automatically save everything. If you are creating Google Docs, if you are doing some work on Google Sheet and slides, or creating some forms, drawings, every Jamboard, automatically it will be saved on Google Drive, and its storage basically is 15 GB, which is free for you. You can also go for paid version later on if you want to buy storage. So every Gmail account, they are providing you 15 GB drive free. Now this is a page of Google site. This is always an untitled site because we have not yet created it. So before going to create it, I am going to show you some of the features. So this is, you can say it's like an interface, or it's a basically the main page. It's a like it's your page title, we have to make it. These are some of the settings, we have to go through it. We will explore it now. These are some more settings, because version history is not appearing because we have not used it till now. We have to add something, we will use these options here. So now I'm going to write over here. First of all, you have to provide the site document name, because whenever you will publish this site, you need some kind of name. So for example, I'll write Mumbai University. You can write according to you. If you are using from brand purposes, if you are using it for promoting your brands or business, then you require some other kind of format. So again, I'm going back. Once I'll show you some another templates. So just have a look over it. We'll get some another templates. So because I have already started with the work, so that is basically my Google Drive. That opens my site. So this is the first window which is appeared. So this is a blank. Start a new site. If you want to start from a scratch, then you have to start a new site. Help center, it will have to have a tour of this website. It provide you the help that how we can use this site, Google site. Then if you want to have a just have a look over the help center. It will help you to create your own site. Now there are certain template like portfolio templates, some already some icons have already been made. You can use accordingly, you can edit it, you can make changes accordingly. So portfolio, this is another template. You can use it for your business purposes. Like there are already built some inbuilt icons, but I'm not going to use it. You can also use this restaurant and events. If you click over here, template, it's a template gallery. It's like a gallery. Right now, recent sites basically mean because I worked on some of the site, I have created some professional site. I tried to create my site for my particular work, for my course. So a recent site which on which I have worked upon. Now, this is a template gallery. Hide all templates, that will hide all templates, right? If you want to view all template, that will help you to view all templates, right? So now I'm going to creating this site. So like for example, I'm writing Mumbai University, your page name. For example, if I want to give the page name as my own name, this will appear on my home page, right? Now if you want to add some logo, for example, I want to add some logo, I can upload from it. I can, if I am having some favicon a fav icon fav, then I can have a look over, I can upload from here. For example, I'm uploading, you can upload and you can select, both options are there. So if you are clicking on upload button, then you will go to your desktop. I'm going to click on select. So Google is providing you free images to use as a logo. So whenever we have to choose any logo, we have to taken into consideration the copyrighted part. We cannot use any logo which is copyrighted or which is protected under intellectual property rights. So we can use OER, or open educational resources images, or we can create by ourselves by using render forest and some other kinds of sites. So I'm trying to select it. So it's taking a bit time to load. So okay, I'll start from here again. So I'm giving this name Mumbai University. So I want to add one logo here. So I'll select from Google. So it is, I think, due to some internet, it's loading. We just have to wait. So sometime it stucks because of heavy traffic. So my screen is stuck here. So no worries. I'll try again. So I'll try again because screen is stuck somewhere. So for example, I again have to create because the that has to search the image from Google. Maybe there is some network issues. Now, if I want to change the image, I can change, I can upload, I can select the image, right? Again, I can select the image from here. Like search, I can use gallery, I can use URLs, I can search from Google, I can use my albums, I can use my Google Drive. For example, I'm not going to Drive, I'm using this gallery. So there are very beautiful images you can use from here. So this is not a logo. Logo is something different. If I want to add some logo, uh, and whenever we have to use anything like any logo or any image, we have to take into consideration again the copyrighted issues, which I have already told you. We cannot take any image and I just paste it on our website. No. So these are provided by Google, so we can use these images. Like I'll use this one. I'll select it. Now you can have a look over it. It's a beautiful image. If I want to reset, I can reset with the help of it. If I want to change the header type, I can change from here. Now what I want to do is I want to create some pages here, like home page should be there. I want to add my course page, I want to add my professional educational page. I can do like this. For example, this is my first page. I'll insert text box here. Now I need to write my educational qualification. So I'll write educational qualification. Like I can change the font also. I can make it bold. I can make it like heading. I can make it italic, right? Now I can add my qualification. It will be on a first page. It's just for a demo purpose. So you have to be very careful while uh, adding your information, because once you publish, it will be visible to everyone. Uh, though they are having your links, or if you are publicly publish it, it will be visible to everyone. So you can add educational qualification here. Again, you can change the font size, right? Then again, you want one more text box for your teaching experience purpose. So like 12 years of teaching and research experience. So I can write like this. You can also write your specialization. Like I'm going to add text box. Like if I want to add research experience, I can add here. Now again, I want to add, because this is my first page, I want to view, I want to show that these are the main elements, or these are the main headings which I want to share with the who are visiting my website, like my specialization. So here you can write your specialization, you can change the font over here. So this is like a, so you can change the, now I want to add one image, I can upload or I can select image. So while selecting, I don't know why it's stuck. So anyways, I'll try again. So it's technology. Sometime it provide this kind of challenges to us, but don't worry. We should accept the challenges and we will try again. No issue at all. So I'll upload it. I'll try to upload one image. For example, I want to upload, there are various images. For example, I want to add this image. No doubt it's a copyrighted, but I'll just, okay, fine. I'll use this image. So like this, I can add one image also. I can add my image also if I want to add my profile pic. So I'll use this image. This is basically a logo. So I can add this logo here, right? But I want to use it as an image. Now I want to give any embedded link. I can provide this link like by URL or embedded code. I can provide any URL here. Now the next, this is a drive. You want to upload anything from drive, you can use it. Now these are some of the layouts. You want to change the layout, you can use these layouts. So you can change your layouts. So these are various options. You can explore it later on. Now these are some of the themes, like I want this theme. I want to change like this. So you can have a look over here. It changes, right? So if I want this impression, so it's entirely different. So I can change the theme from here. Now I want to insert one page like home page. I want to add one page here, that is course. So because home page I have already created, I want to add a new page named courses. So I'll click on done. So you can have a look. This is a home page where simple information is provided related to me. My first page, this is my page which is related to course. Now I want to add something like this is a this course is related to, like it's a uh, I want to add here the course name. So like it's a pedagogy of commerce, right? So I'm adding the course name here. I want to add the syllabus. First of all, I'll add learning outcomes of that particular course. I'll add learning outcomes. Now I want to add syllabus, and I want that I don't want to write everything related to syllabus. What I will do is I'll go to syllabus and I'll just click on the syllabus. I'll take a URL from that and I'll just paste it there. For example, I'm taking any syllabus of BA integrated. Then I have to take this URL. I can also download it as a PDF. I'll click over it. Now I want to, so student have to go to this link whenever they will have to. So I have to provide them the facility to view my site. Now I want to add some image here. So I'll try to upload one image related to commerce. For example, I'm adding this concept of management image. So you can have a look. Image is there. Now I want to want to provide some video. I'll go to my drive. I'll provide a video link. So this is a video. So I'm going to insert it. You have to click. So it is very much important. Whatever you are going to upload, everything should be on your Google Drive or on your desktop. So I want to insert it, I will insert. So this way, what you have to do is you created a course. So it will take little time to insert this video. So I'll try some another. So it is important that your video should be functional there. So I'm not trying to embed it, but it's showing embedded. So anyways, I'm going to create some another. You can add anything. You can add videos, you can add links, you can add images with the help of these. Now I'm going to create a one sub page. Like for example, I created one course, Pedagogy of Commerce. Now I want to create one another course. So what I'm going to do is I have to go to course. Now I have to go to course. Then I'll have to add one another. Add sub page. Like I'll click on research. So this is another video. Now you can have a look over it. Courses. This is one research course. The Pedagogy of Commerce was the main course, but what we should do is we should try to create the sub pages. Courses should be your home page. You can just write here the description, like first course is course name, first is Pedagogy of Commerce, and the second is research, right? Then under that you should create some sub pages like research. Now under research again I have to add some text. I'll write course outcomes, right? Now I want to add some image here. I'll upload image. If I want to give embedded link, I can give. If I want to add some video, I can provide the video from here. Now this way we can create a number of courses. So you can have many pages. Now I want one another. Under it, I want one another sub page. Under research again, you can add a sub page like basic basic research. So research, basic research. Now I want to add here one more page, statistics. So this is another page, but I'll prefer that everything should be in a one place. If you are providing the courses, courses should be in a one place, like research. Further that there is a basic research, right? So this way we are creating our website. So we can create a number of pages here. This is the optional page. You just have to click over it. You just have to click over here and you can add. Now these are some of the settings, right? It is for your mode and color combination, brand images, viewer tools. You can explore it later on. Then another version history. If I whenever I made any changes, that will show here, that is version history. Duplicate site. If you want to make any changes to your publish website, you have to publish it again, taken into consideration. This is the main point. For example, you have created one website and you publish it. We will publish from here, and after publishing you think that you need to edit it, you want some changes. And what you can do is you can make certain changes, but you have to publish it again and provide the link again. So I'm clicking on publish. So web address. So like I'll write Dr. Deepika Kohli, right? So this way, this is your use only lowercase letter, numbers and dash please. So You can custom URL, request public search engine to not display my site until or unless you are not sure that this site should be published. You should not use it. So I am using this. So you have to taken into consideration what suggestion they are giving while writing the web address. Now if I want to publish, I'll click over here. So this is a published. This has already been published. So these are the setting. If you want to want to review the changes and publish, if you want to edit something, you can edit by clicking on here. So it will ask there are no unpublished changes to review. If you want to edit, you will have to return to editor. Like you want to edit some course, you want to change it, you want to remove it, you want to delete this, and you want to add some another page like innovations. Now again you have to publish. Then it will ask you for draft and currently publish. So draft will show how it will be look after you again publish it. So this page is not, so I have not published it publicly because I refrained it from publish to another website. So you will click over draft and you will publish. It is just only for when you are going to edit or you want to change, you want to make some changes. Now, if you want to unpublish it, you will have to click on unpublish. So this site will no longer be live. You can still make edits and publish your site again. Got it, right? So I make it unpublished. So this is little bit about Google Sites. So with the help of Google Site, we can create our sites. So I think the house is open for questions. So you have to
Okay,
explore
thank
it by yourself. You have to explore each and every tool. So I'm stop sharing my screen.
okay, thank you, ma'am. And we have not any question in my chat box.
Okay. So I'm
So,
going to,
uh,
no, there is no
so
question, I
on
think.
behalf of, yeah, yeah, yeah. So on behalf of organizing team of this workshop, I am very thankful to you for your valuable demonstration and explanation about Testmoz and Google site. Thank you to all the participants to listening this valuable session, and definitely we will use these tools in future for teaching and learning. Now end of the session. Thank you, madam, once again.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, viewers. Thank you, participant. I just want to say that because we all are teachers and we are facing different challenges, but it is the right time. We have to make this time. We should utilize this time. We should grab the various opportunities we are having. So we should not say like this that I cannot do this, I cannot do that. It's very tough. No, technology is never very tough. We just have to explore the technology. Whenever we try to explore it, we will have a mastery over it. So we must help our student. We should try to share the resources, we should try to collaborate with our student, we should try to support our students who are not physically close to us. So we should uh, utilize this period and we should utilize these opportunities. And once again, thank you so much, sir. Thanks organizing team, and thank you everyone for a patience listening.